welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video about coping with exam stress. And yeah, mocks are coming. There's lots of work to do, but how can you cope with the stress? Luckily for me this year I only have 4 mocks, but last year I think I had 11 or maybe 12. It was 11 or 12 mocks, and that is a lot, as those of you who are now in 6th year know. But obviously the mocks just get harder, and there's a lot of work to go into them, and they're stressful because, to be honest, your predicted grades can go off your predicted grades go off your mocks, pretty much, and also your throughout the year, how you've done throughout the year. But your mocks are kind of like the final prediction for your predicted grades. So how do you cope with all that stress? Well, let's get into the video. But first, if you're new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button too. Even if you just do it for this cactus, little Kaya here. I had to name it. Of course you have to name it. You can't buy a cactus and not name it. Let's be real. So if you're only liking this video for the cactus, go smash that like button. She's called Kaya, by the way, but more on that later. Anyway, let's get into the first point. Number 1, perspective. How much do these exams actually matter? Is it like junior school exams where, to be honest, it doesn't matter? Is it your 4th year exams where they'll matter slightly more? You're getting into the swing of GCSEs. Are they your 5th year exams and they're your actual mocks for your GCSEs? Are they your AS mocks and they are your actual AS mocks, or your A2 mocks, etc, etc? Is it part of a GCSE? If so, work hard, dedicate your time to it, but not too much time. You don't want to dedicate too much time, and I'm going to tell you how to do that as well. So your GCSE mocks will show you what things you need to actually work on coming up to your GCSE. So by this stage, you should be approximately 3/4 of the way through the spec, and so you've got most of it learned. And if you learn it well for your mock, you'll probably remember at least some of what you've learned by the time you get to the actual GCSE, which is obviously great because you have to spend less time at the GCSE stage. So yeah, it'll show you what you need to work on. If you work hard and do the best you can on these mocks, then you can see what stuff you didn't do as well, and how then you can implement better revision strategies to get best marks in your actual exams. So yeah, it's an opportunity to see what you don't know. You can think of it like that, and when you take all that in, it's just to see what I know, see what I don't know. But if I work hard at it, I will do well at the end. And it's a good mindset to actually go into your exams with, to say, it's testing what I know, testing what I don't know. It really doesn't matter as long as I revise hard and do decent. And that's all you need to think about in mocks. When it comes to your real things, that's when you want to go, this does matter. I need to work extremely hard. I now know what I don't know from mocks because I worked hard for them and saw what errors I made and if there are any common errors. And now I can implement those changes now and get the best marks in my GCSEs, A levels, etc. So on to number 2. We have feeling organised and on top of your work. But it can be quite hard to do that if you don't have a plan or a schedule. So schedule your revision. Don't do too much. There are people who can literally sit there and do 10 hours straight of revision. I am not one. On a good revision day, I would get 8 solid hours done, but that is not every day. By no means am I saying do 8 hours of revision. I think coming up to GCSEs on one of my heavy weeks, I was probably coming up to them on a heavy day, I do 8 hours. Maximum 8. No more ever than 8. 8 is my complete maximum. After 8 hours, I'm just nope, not in a row. No. What I did was I was able to, so I got up at 7. By 7:30, I was kind of ready to go. And it was kind of 7:30 to 8 was one session, but I took a wee break in between. But not a long break, very short break. So 7:30 to 8, 8:30, 8:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30. So that's 3 hours. Wait, 7:30 to 8:30, 8:30 to 9:30. This is where my math skills just disappear, and you can't really see because the camera's focusing on the cactus rather than my face and on the stuff behind me. What happens if we get rid of Kaya? Am I in focus now? No, you can. Am I in focus? I'm much more in focus now than whenever Kai is here. Anyway, right, 7:30 to 8:30, 8:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30. So at 10:30, I would take a breakfast break, and that would be till about 11, half-hour break, and then 11 to 12, 12 to 1, lunch break. So I did 3 hours, then I did 2 hours, a total of 5. And then lunch break, it was always an hour, always ended at 2 o'clock, and then I kind of just like intermittently revised in the afternoons. It was like 2 to 3 break, like 3:30 to 4:30 break, etc., etc. So I'd be able to get all my work done before 6 o'clock at night. That was the aim. Sometimes if I procrastinated a bit, I'd be a bit later, but before 6 o'clock at night, I could have got 8 hours done, which is great. In the like 11 hours since I woke up. That's kind of, and you just take the nights out. You can do whatever you want at night, or if I was going somewhere during the day, then obviously I would do a bit more at night, etc. But I am very much an early bird. I don't like revising at night. School days, I can kind of just do it because I know I have to do it, but exam season, mornings it is. So yeah, dedicate more time to subject you struggle with, etc. If you don't struggle with it, you don't need to spend as long. You may like it more, but that's not going to get you good marks in your other subject, is it? So have a plan of what you want to do whenever you're scheduling it, and I'm going to do a video on exam timetables, and not exam timetables, study timetables, closer to whenever I actually have to make mine. I've got it scheduled. Yeah, so for example, at the minute, mechanics isn't the hardest part of my ASs. I find chemistry is pretty difficult as well. AS chemistry is hard. But mechanics is my hardest thing, really. So I'm obviously going to spend more time on mechanics than I do on pure, which I love, or ordinary maths, which is fine, etc. On to number 3. Get into good habits. So you can only properly concentrate for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, take a short break. In the mornings, I can concentrate for a good 2.5 hours without stopping. But as in, when I say breaks, I mean like I'll go get a cup of tea in the middle of it. Like say I'm just sitting there going, let me want a cup of tea. Don't get it. Come back, keep going. And that doesn't really count as a break. It's more just like a refresher session kind of. I'll take like a minute. So yeah, after 45 minutes, take a short break, and don't take your break at your desk, because that means you're still in study mode. If you go away from your desk, then you've kind of got into a different mode. Your brain's like, I'm not studying. This is actually not studying. I am actually on a break. If you're at your desk, you're like, I'm not taking a break. I'm still at my desk. So get up, get away from your desk. Go outside if you want to. Why not? Go outside. Make sure you get enough sleep. Good habit to get in 8 hours. You should have 8 hours. You know, what about 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of play? I mean, that's a popular thing, apparently. That, yeah, 8 times 3 is 24, that works. Yeah, so if you get your 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of relaxation, eating, etc. That's good. I obviously do not always do this. This is more like 7 hours of sleep. Well, sometimes if I go to bed at 10, I can get like 10 hours of sleep. But that doesn't happen. So, yeah. Schedule breaks. So, when I say schedule breaks, I don't mean like schedule 5-minute break between your revision sessions. I mean schedule going out with your friends. Like literally, for example, there were a couple of days, Christmas, where I'm going to meet these friends on this day, which means I'm going to get this work done before, and then I can go out with them and enjoy that time. And do enjoy it. Don't think that you have to be regretting that because you're not doing work. No, go and have fun, but as long as you're getting the work done at the same time, not at the same time, like, as long as you're getting the work done before, then there's no problem with that. I would very, 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 sorry, I'm just, okay, now I've looked at that, I can look back. Do not regret going out and not doing revision, because that's pointless. That's going to make you into like a revision freak, and I mean, so, yeah, okay, I can do that at some point sometimes, but I try not to. I do try and like stop that from happening. So yeah, go out, do stuff, and feel good about the fact that you're actually doing something. And finally, number 4. Remember, exams do not define who you are. So, what does define who you are then? This is going into like a psychology talk here. I don't even do A-level psychology. But yeah, so your personality, I would say, defines who you really are. Exams are a helpful reminder of how much what have I written here? Your mocks are a helpful reminder of how much you've already done and how much you still have to do. You should be proud of how much you've done, and you should then learn how much you need to do, but they're not the end of the world, honestly. If you're really smart but you're not good at exams, people will see that you are smart and just aren't great at exams. Or say you can't work under pressure, exams are extremely pressurizing, then people will actually see that. It's not like they're going, right, universities, if they don't accept you on grades, that, to be honest, that's their problem. They probably should change the system, but I can't really talk. I haven't gone through the process yet. But yeah, do the best you can, and you will be fine. So how to get over the exam stress? Let's recap, because we love a good recap, don't we? Perspective. Do they really matter? How much do they? Well, okay, they do matter. How much do they matter? Not do they matter? How much do they matter? What will it show you? What won't it show you? It's an opportunity to see what you don't know and what you need to learn for your real exams. And then, if it's in the exams, it's an opportunity to do the best you possibly can and be happy with the result you've got. 2. Feel organised on top of your work, schedule revision, dedicate time to different subjects, etc., etc. And that I will do a video on planning revision schedule. When am I recording it? I think I'm recording that video in like 20 days, maybe earlier. We'll see. I have like all my videos scheduled for quite a... When is this video coming out? Let's have a wee behind the scenes moment here. Just like, what is this video called? Coping with exam stress. It is coming out on the 10th of January, and do you want to know when I'm recording this? The 30th of November. I mean, some of you do have exams now, sorry. My school exams are starting Monday the 13th? I think they are. Yeah, they're starting Monday the 13th. So this will be like a video just before exam stress. Maybe I should change that. We'll see. But yeah, so yeah, feel organised on top of. I'm very organised myself, but sometimes with exams, it all goes out the window. So you kind of just remind yourself, make sure you stay organised, keep on top of it, etc. Get good habits. Know when you need to take breaks. Get enough sleep. It's vital. Your brain doesn't work if you don't get enough sleep. Remember, and they do not define who you are. Go in, do your best, and that will prove itself. So this is very long. Is it long? I think it is quite long. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one, which is, as long as nothing changes, after school routine. Bye.